Oh, hey, hi, how's it going?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Vlogmas Day 0. Mwahaha. It is Vlogmas Day 0 for you guys. I am recording this ahead of time because I have so many papers to be writing for my master's that I am going to be busy the entire weekend. So, disclaimer there. Yeah, I just thought I would give a little update on a couple different things, I did try out a suggestion from you all. Since I'm speaking of my master's, I've been working on my master's since I think it was September of 2021. That's a long time. And I went into it knowing it was going to be a nice long journey. I went into the program as a part-time student because I had to work to survive. We're coming to the end of my master's journey. I am getting my master's in media psychology, and it's been very different than what I thought it was going to be, but I've really enjoyed the journey that I've been on. And so I am signing up for my final, and I mean it as like a final because it's not really a class. It's my capstone project. I'm finishing my last class right now. That'll end the 6th of December, and then capstone time. And I have to write and present my master's thesis in this capstone project. And I've kind of dove in back and forth in what I actually want to do for my master's, like capstone project. So I started this whole entire process. I basically wrote in saying that I wanted to write my capstone on media psychology course for high school students, so that way they understand the pros and cons of media and how it affects your psyche. I could still very much do that. I did shift a little bit while I was in there, as I have been a part of social media for a little bit, and I just kind of witnessed the negative effects of child influencers. And so I tried writing a paper on that for a little bit. The negative effects of like family vloggers and they're called kidfluencers. And that's where I went for a little bit. And then as I was just working at my previous school, I saw this kind of niche of how can we get these students I also have a sinus infection. We figured it out. I have a sinus infection, so it is all right here, and I'm sorry for that, but it's better than it was a couple days ago. A lot of these kids that are gang affiliated or gang leaning, they're so smart, and it's just at such a young age because they didn't have that core family value that they needed or wanted. They did turn to these gangs, and ironically, a lot of low income individuals, they have access to the internet. That's at least more of my low income students had phones at a younger age and access to the internet at a younger age than my more affluent students, which is very interesting to kind of look at itself anyhow. But how can we provide a positive, safe space for a community for these students online so they don't turn towards gang affiliation? I did at least a year, if not a year and a half, writing about that specifically. Now I'm out of that school, and so I don't have that issue with where I'm at right now. And so I've kind of dove back into the idea of writing about kidfluencers and how the negative impacts of their influence online is on themselves. I don't know. But let's sign up for it. It's gonna be great. Yeah. I'm excited to be done. I'm excited to have free time again. They made it super simple for us this time. They're like, here, you're gonna do your capstone. Click this link to sign in. I'm like, okay. So we're gonna click here, and then we're gonna click here. Now we're at the planning. Oh, they assigned me my instructor. I don't know this professor. I don't know this professor at all. Well, that could mean either they're wonderful or they're not. I thought we got to choose who our capstone mentor was, and I had two professors in mind that I really enjoyed working with. So I was hoping for one of them, or for me to register with one of them. That was really quick. It was really quick. I'm in. Wow. That's wild. So I do need to get to writing my papers. Shit ton of stuff to read. But yeah, let's talk about Facebook dating, shall we? So I took one of your suggestions and you guys suggested doing Facebook dating, and I didn't even know Facebook dating was a thing. I had no clue that was an option, and I was very hesitant because I was like, I don't want people on my Facebook knowing that I'm using this. I don't know. Yeah, I was just like, interesting. So I checked it out, and it hasn't been horrible. It's 100% better than Bumble. 100%. I deleted Bumble because I was like, this is stupid. Bumble wasn't doing anything. So I deleted Bumble. It is 100% better than that. People are actually responsive, which I think is very important. Talking, not just like matching. And I did notice there is a time limit per se. Time limit. I don't know what that actual limit is. I just realized it like yesterday when I was looking at it, where you match and then I'm assuming it's like a week you have to actually start a conversation. Either way, someone start a conversation, because at one point it was saying like there's less than a day left with this match, and I was just like, oh. I would say there's a nice wide variety of individuals. They don't like tailor or like gatekeep individuals, which I think is nice, because it's not, I don't know if you could pay for stuff. I don't know why you would want to pay for stuff, but I guess you could. I don't know. I don't know. You see a lot of the same people. I've noticed people are hopping from site to site, so I don't know what that says about anyone. There is one person I've been just messaging with back and forth right now where we matched on Hinge. I don't know if they don't realize that we've matched over there and had conversations over there. Him specifically was like, oh, what's your ethnicity? I was like, I don't know, guess. And then they don't know the difference between ethnicity and race, so that was fun. But that's a different story as well. There's some like really creepy messages on there too. So like I'll show a couple here. I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know you. You've planned your entire life around a liked photo of me where I haven't even talked to you yet. That's so weird, dude. There was also this one. I was like, I didn't even know what to say to that. I was just like, ew. I was so turned off. It's either you are very insecure or you're trying to make someone else insecure. And neither one of those works for me. I was very icked out by the first message. And I was like, maybe he's saying it like, I don't know this dude. Maybe he just has some weird ass humor. I don't know. And yeah, as it came with the second one, like kind of repeating the same thing, I was like, okay, no, like that's not cute whatsoever. And then there was this other one that was just fucking gross. I was just like, I need to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. Once you are like in ick territory, I just need to cut that off, because it's not cute whatsoever. It very much gave me the vibe of your body, my choice. And I was like, that's fucking disgusting. Or people that are asked like super, super personal questions, like right off the bat. And you're just like, ew. What did this one guy say? It was, if I find it, I'll put it in here. But I might have deleted his thing, because I was just like, what the fuck? It was just like what is the worst thing that's ever happened to you? And I was like, that was like his opening line. What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? And I was just like, not trauma dumping in the first like 2 seconds. of getting to know someone. I think I messaged back being like, I wouldn't ask those questions unless you want some like really serious answers. And he was like, well, how am I supposed to know someone if I don't know these serious things? I was like, because people don't want to always say the most fucking serious thing and the most devastating, tragic thing that has ever happened to them. That's fucking gross. Saying that to a majority of women isn't going to turn out well for you. I'm just going to be straight up saying that. A lot of women, and myself included, have been through some horrific things, like absolutely disgusting things. And to ask that, I'm getting really heated. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Like, to ask that to a woman, and sorry, that question actually really pisses me off. It really fucking pisses me off. We deal, and a lot of us have been through some very disgusting things in our lives. And to think that you just, some stranger, get to know that information off the bat because you're interested in dating someone, that's stuff that comes out later on. And like when you're actually in this serious information stage, right? Like you are in a relationship and they need to understand who you are because of these situations you've been in, right? That's when you've gotten through a lot of shit to know that information. The tragic shit I've been through does not come out on day one. She's so worried. It's not something to be worried about, mamas. And I don't like when people ask for your number right away. It might just be me, but that's pretty intrusive. Like that's some pretty personal information to like get my phone number. I gave it to 2 people because the conversation was fine. And I need to go back to my rule of I don't give out my phone number until we go on a date. And I feel like it was a good date, you know? This one guy like was very conversational in the app, in Facebook dating. And then very short, like, and I was trying to like understand. I was like, okay, like you're an introvert. Cool. Like, what do you like to do? And he's like, oh, I just like to stay at home. Like, I ideally just want to stay home and cuddle. I was like, okay, well, what other things do you want to do? Because that's not going to fucking happen. What else do you like to do? Do you like to go out to a bar every once in a while? Do you like to go hiking? If you are truly an introverted person, that's cool. Do you like to do puzzles at home? Never responded after that. And I was like, okay. So we know what the intention was there, but that's what we're learning is we understand the intention of the people right away. And I gave my number to another person too. And I realized that he was just very narcissistic. Like literally I went through the entire thing and I was like, you never once asked me a question. The whole entire conversation revolved around you. And whenever I tried to like add some stuff about me in there, it just got reverted back to him. And I was like, oh. So I stopped messaging him too. Issue 2 is, oh God, this other guy was just like, oh, do you ever go to this area? Like where he lives. Like, yeah, like where he lives. And where he lives is like an hour away from me. Like an hour or so away from me. Like, oh, cool. Do you want to come over here and play pickleball? I was like, you're going to stay in your town and have me drive all the way to you. I don't mind playing pickleball. Like, that's fine. That's fun. No big deal. Like, that's cool, right? I love some kind of activity kind of thing. Great. Love it, right? But why not suggest something that's like in the middle? It's like, hey, I know you're over there. I know I'm over here. Let's meet somewhere in the middle and do this activity. You know? Like, that also gives the ick. So I stopped talking to him. And I think it might just because it's around the holidays. A lot of people are just like text, but no like initiative of, hey, let's go out. And it's just like, that's kind of meh. I understand getting comfortable, but after a while you do need to like go for it something. And like, I also understand because I've been like super sick the past month, literally the last month, right? I've had pneumonia and then I now have this sinus shit. So like, I also get like, I haven't been able to go out and do things, but also no one has really asked in that period of time, other than the dude that either they're like, oh, come over to my house. No, that's creepy. Or the one that's like, hey, drive an hour to me. And it's like, no. Oh, my coworker was also on there. That was fucking weird. He like took a screenshot of my profile and then sent it to me in a text, because like we have each other's phone numbers. And he texted, he's like, oh, look, it was the universe bringing us together. And I was like, no, that's called an algorithm. No. But yeah, overall, it is what it is. Once I'm done with my class, once that paper is done and turned in, I'll try to find some like in-person meetup date kind of thing, I think, because I'll have more time. Hopefully this is gone. There was some term and it was called like the holiday sludge or something like that, where it's like, you know, it's like cuffing season. But then there's this other term for people that purposely get into relationships around the holidays just so they're not alone during the holidays. And they will literally just spend, you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, because they don't want to be alone with this person who they don't want to be with long term. And then as soon as the New Year's is over, they just dump them. I think that's gross. And I also want to avoid that. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, make sure you go see a doctor if you're sick. They prescribe things to make you feel better. As soon as I just clicked this off and then went to look at my messages, someone literally was just like, oh, we should go get drinks tonight. I'm learning though, guys. I'm learning you don't go on a date with someone right then and there. So the answer is no. You're not doing that. He's attractive though. I think he's attractive. That's what matters. Also, that's actually going back there, because we're going to have this talk. People's looks are subjective. Right? What I think is attractive, someone else might not find attractive. We're not all looking for the quote unquote chads, right? I don't think that's attractive personally. That's me, okay? Like, I thought that was so funny there were so many people like, well, quit going for the attractive looking ones. That's all subjective, my dude. I think that the people I like are very attractive. Someone else might not think they're attractive. I don't know. I don't think, okay. When I think of like a Chad, right, a conventionally attractive person, right, conventionally attractive, I think of like Ryan Gosling, right, like someone like that. I personally don't find Ryan Gosling very attractive. I understand why other people's do. I personally don't. I like the people that are maybe unconventionally attractive. Like, for example, Adam Driver. Now, hear me out. I know everyone's like, no, he's so attractive. I'm talking Adam Driver from like Girls. That's what I'm talking about. Where everyone's like, oh no, like he wasn't famous yet. In Girls, I was like, oh my God, Adam Driver is so fucking cute. And people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then all of a sudden, you know, he goes into Star Wars and he does all these other like amazing other titles. Adam Driver's great. Daddy Driver, all the way. Now that he's like a face, right? They're like, oh my God, he's so hot. Like, he's not, you know, like in the normal everyday appearance, you would not look at him and be like, oh, he's attractive, unless he had, like, you knew his celebrity, that kind of thing. Celebrities that people wouldn't find. Andre Iguodala, he used to play for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala, oh my God. Iggy. Oh, so attractive to me. But Andre Iguodala, a beautiful man. Beautiful man. Okay, I guess the one pretty boy, I was in love as a child with Orlando Bloom. I was absolutely in love with Orlando Bloom as a child. I would still freak out if I saw Orlando Bloom, like, absolutely attractive man. Blake Griffin. I also loved Blake Griffin from, he was on the Clippers for a while. Is he still in the 76ers? I've also like fallen off the face of the planet with sports for a while, so I don't know. I could think of a bunch that are like not my type. The Hemsworths, not my type. oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna throw these clips in here right now. So my friend Julie and I, who you got to see, Julie and I went and saw Hosier in September.
She tells me I'm hers and she's mine. When my time comes around.
Hosier any day, man. Hosier any day. He has the voice of a fucking god and just such a sweet soul. And I recorded like part of he gave like a whole entire like 5-minute speech, and I wish I recorded the whole thing. It was like he was basically talking about people's need to go vote and how like we in America were so inspirational throughout the 60s and leading to like the Irish Revolution and stuff. Were like such a sweet little activist, man. Oh my God. Another one. And don't you dare tell me he is conventionally attractive, because he is not. Unless he had the celebrity in front of his name, people would be like, ew, Jason Momoa. People are only like, oh yeah, he's so hot because he has a celebrity. If you just looked at his face, like without the celebrity, people would not be attracted to him. I'm just telling you, like Jason Momoa, like that, like rugged face, absolutely. Like, it's just so like, like some kind of like, I don't know. Jason Momoa, yeah. The guy that ghosted me. So he had like the hair of Jason Momoa, okay? Hair of Jason Momoa. But throughout the night, I was like looking at him, and his side profile looked like that of Howard Wolowitz from The Big Bang Theory. The next day, I was totally fine. Like, I was upset in the moment, but I'm like, I was so fine. I was being dramatic. I was being so dramatic. That's fine. You gotta love me for my dramatics. All right. I think that's all. That's where we're going to cut off. I hope you have a great day. I hope you make good decisions. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.